So a lot of people find it difficult. A lot of people find it difficult to start over, you understand, after a broken marriage, you understand, especially in Nigeria, Africa. Like, people label you, oh, after one, oh, she's divorced, oh, she's a divorcee, oh, that woman, be careful, oh, she left her husband, oh, her husband left her, oh, all of those labels. And this is sad, because this is one of the reasons why people stay in abusive marriages. This is one of the reasons why people endure abusive marriages, that people even die inside that marriage, because of the stigma, because of the label, because of what people would say, because of fear, and all of those things you get. So first of all, let me tell you now, I don't advocate for a broken marriage or a divorce, except it is abusive. If it is abusive, then please run away, sharp, fast. You understand? But there are some marriages that can still be worked on. A lot of people come to me because they know that I've been divorced. So they just assume that when they come and tell me about their situation, I'm just going to tell them, oh yeah, break up, go and divorce. No. Why? Because divorce is traumatic. It's trauma. Divorce is trauma. You get what I mean? So, yeah, when you go through a divorce, it's a lot. It's not something you can just move on from easily and just like, oh, because some people will say it is loss, It's not that. It's not. I wish it's like that. Divorce it's not divorce is not pretty. You understand? So, but if that has happened, what can you do? Salesman says, please, ma, how do I manage a wife that is difficult to say sorry? How do you manage? How do you manage her? Maybe if you have you told her? Have you told her? Have you really told her that it's difficult for you to, that it's because sometimes we don't have conversations. I've noticed that a lot of people don't have conversations. A lot of people complain, they throw tantrum. I've realized, especially married people, a lot of married people don't know how to say, oh, this thing you do hurts me, and it affects me this way. But why will you do something like that? What's it? Before you know it, it turns to fight, and then the other person becomes defensive. So have you sat her down to say, sweetheart, this thing you're doing hurts me. It's very hurtful. I feel like you don't know how to say sorry. I feel like you're prideful. I feel, or whatever you feel, number one. Then if you have said that, if you have done that and she has not changed, you go to number 2. Option B. Option B is that the only thing that she's bad at? I have told her she prefers to keep moods and carry her face. And then what can you do? There's nothing you can do. Because that's what I was going to say. That because see, a lot of people think marriage, I just finished speaking with my friend. Now we spoke for about 3 hours. And we're talking about marriage, relationship, children, husbands, life, and all of those things. And I remember one of the things that we both say is that, see, you have to learn how to choose your battles. There are some things that you don't like, but you ask yourself, how does this thing, how does it affect me? It affects me, yes, but can I live with it? If the answer is yes, then move on. Meaning that if you have spoken to her and she's not saying sorry, what can you do? If that is the only thing that she's bad at, then move on. Leave her with her mood. Whenever she's in her mood, you to do something else, face something else at that time. When she's ready, she will come and do whatever she wants to do. The reason why I'm saying this is that sometimes I know that it is hurting you. For you to ask me now, it is hurtful to you. But if you cannot force somebody to do what they don't want to do. So one of the ways to live a happily ever after, to live long in a marriage and live happily, is that sometimes you choose your battles. You learn to adjust to some things, to adapt to some things. For instance, somebody like me, okay, he says most times, even if she's wrong, I'm the one who goes ahead to call a truce and settle. That's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you are the only one doing that, it's not good. Sometimes leave it. Yes, I know maybe you don't like fights, you don't like quarrel, you don't like stress. Then leave it. Go. I'm telling you, if not, because that's how it's going to continue. It's not going to change. You understand? Sometimes leave it. Look, concentrate on other things. Because if you are the one, no matter, even if it's a woman that goes to say sorry all the time, it affects the home and kids. Okay. So salesman, what do you think you can do? Because sometimes you are the one who knows the answer. So how do you change this? Because if somebody is not changing, what are you going to do? It's a question. Because I was in a counseling someday in a program, and then somebody says, "Oh, sir, my wife is he's a man too. He said something. He said, I'm confused. So what can you do if that is our only problem? Because what if she's good in other things? But if that's our only fault, you learn to live with it. I'm serious. That's how marriage is. You win some, you lose some. If that is her only fault, you know that she's a good woman, you understand, she does this, having her makes me happy in my life, all of those things. But this aspect though, it's, she's bad, I don't like it. So the question would be, what can you do? Can you learn to live with it? Because my brother, the next person you will choose to, it may not be, the person may be saying sorry all the time, but the person will also have their own flaws. You get what I mean? So choose your battles. Learn what to live. Actually, she likes to fight instead of bending. She's a nice person, though. So you see what I'm saying? So this stems from what you are saying. It stems from trauma. People bring stuff from trauma to the marriage. If this woman grew up in a polygamous home, it's likely that she'll be like this. Or if you grew up in a home where the mother was the aggressive and the fighter, she must have learned this from somebody. So you can't change it overnight, is what I'm trying to tell you. Somebody's behavior, you cannot change it overnight. Like, it's difficult to change an adult. Look for how to adjust and adapt to it. If she's doing something, then how can I have peace? Not a polygamous home, but I'm sure she learned it from somewhere, because people don't just behave in a certain way. You understand? So how can I adjust to this? Me too, I've learned it. My husband too has learned it. There's some things that my husband does, I don't like it, but I'll tell myself, oh, this is the one. He's good in a lot of other ways, but this one, I'll manage it, or I will adapt to it, adjust to it. Do you get what I mean? So Slater says, why does society label divorced women as loose women who leave their homes to date other people's husbands? That's society. I don't know. Then maybe that's, I don't know. I don't think I've heard this a lot. You understand? I don't think. Which society do that? I don't know. I've not heard a lot of this, But what I have heard about, and it's not even heard, what I have seen is divorced women who go and date married men. I have seen that a lot. So it's not that society is the one labeling them. When it comes to that, it actually happens. You get, that one happens a whole lot. So that one, I don't think it's a society thing. It is what a lot of divorced women do. You understand? And that is not good. If you're a divorcee, don't do that. Don't go and date somebody that is married. I know you are saying, a lot of divorced women say, oh, Lara, I have 2 kids. Lara, I have 3 kids. Or I need a man. Nobody wants to date a divorcee. It's not true. Your belief system is what is working against you. I'm just telling you the reason why they do that. It's because they need a man. They want to date, and they feel, that's what they think. They feel like, where will I get a single man from? Who will want to date after 3? Who will want to date a woman with 4 children? Who will want to date a divorcee? It's your belief system. It is what you have heard people say a lot. You understand? It's not true. There are single men, divorced men too, or widowers, or some men have never been married. I've seen men that have never been married before, never had kids, and they married women with kids. But because you have let this narrative, because that's what people say around. Even singles, we never marry, we never born, they never see husband. Nah, you we don't born 3. Don't let such talks enter you, because it's not true. If that is true, then me, I will not be married by now. I won't remarry. Nobody will come near me. It's not true. It is your belief system. It is you have allowed what people say, what people said a lot. You have allowed it enter. Salesman said today she slammed the card off, of which I had always cautioned her about. I cautioned her again today, and she spoke back and said I nag. This led to a heated argument. Until now, she's still moody. Salesman, sorry. Make sure you... So, see, when somebody sees that, oh, this is my husband or my wife, if I'm moody, he will not be happy. You know, he'll come and beg me. She'll continue to do it. You to find something else to do when she's moody. Take your mind off it. That's your cross. You understand? Go and look for something else to do. I'm telling you, I'm being serious. After a while, she'll come out of it. When she comes out of it, you to learn to move on with it. I'm telling you, people have to get to a place where it's not every time I have to be in sync with my husband, with my wife. You have to get there. It's not every time. There are times you will leave them to do their, I don't want to say madness, but there are times, yeah, leave it, let time pass, you know. Even if they don't take 24 hours, it's okay. You know, you are not happy, I know, but go and do something else. You know, you to have your own life, you know, have something else you are doing. It's okay. Let her, after one day, maybe she will come back. Happy, you guys will continue. And then when she's in a good mood, you talk to her. I don't like that thing that you normally do. I don't like it. Let her be in a good mood, then you can get better response from her. But if you allow these things to bother you all the time, what can you do? I don't know what to tell you to do. You understand? Because if you fight her again, it's going to get worse. So, sorry about that. Later say, if they knew they were not ready to work on their mindset, they should have stayed with their ex-husbands. No. So, my brother, I don't know what you want to do. What you want me to do? We say it's easier in Nigeria, not here in the UK. We mostly need each other. Thank you, Slated. Book a session. Because this thing you are saying, I can't solve it now. Book a section for you and your wife. That's the easy. That's the but what you are saying is not true, Sha. But I don't want to go into that. I don't want to argue with you. Even if you are in the UK, don't people get divorced in the UK? They are saying it's easier in Nigeria. We mostly need each other. What if the person that you need has decided that I don't want to be needed? What do? You need to learn. God, I don't know how else to say it. What the person that you need, the person says, I'm not ready. I don't want to be needed. I'm not ready to give you the needed thing that you require. So what do? Do you stay there and start crying? Do you stay there and start talking? Is that going to change the issue? Is that going to change anything? Do you stay there and say, no, you must give me what I need? No. Is that how to change somebody? Can you change her like that? My brother, book a session. So, slated. It's not a matter of mindset. Do you understand? It's not a matter. I think it's I don't want to speak for some women, you understand, or even men, but divorce happens to people when some women that got divorced, it wasn't their choice. You understand? Something drastic happened and they had to leave, you know. And then sometimes it's a man pursued the woman or something happened, maybe domestic violence. You understand? She had to run away. She had to run for her life. So that kind of person, slated, it's not her decision to stay in the pain. It's not a decision to leave the marriage. So the divorce or broken marriage happened to her. You understand? So that kind of person, because it's not her choice or her decision or her will, it might be hard for her to adjust to this new life. Do you get what I mean? It might be hard to adjust to this new life. So while they are adjusting, a lot of divorced women or women with broken marriages, they now start seeking support from married men. Why? He's the one who gets me. He's the one who understands me. he's the one, he can help me with my kids. My kids need somebody to put them in order and correct them. They need, so you now introduce them to uncle something, and the person is married and you are dating the person. Don't do that to yourself. That is a form of low self-esteem. You have low self-esteem. Why? You don't think that you deserve much. And this would happen to a lot of women that don't know how to be alone. I wish salesman is listening. See, one of the best ways to enjoy your marriage is to be able to be self-sufficient. I'm serious. You need to learn how to be alone. That is when, you need to learn how to be alone. Then you can enjoy, then you can be interdependent on your spouse. But if you are every time dependent, it's not good. People will walk all over you. It's a normal life issue. Yes, it's a codependency issue. It means that you are codependent. You can't exist without this person. It's not good. I'm telling you, people will walk all over you. People will what will I say now? They will take advantage. And it's not as if they are being mean or wicked. No, it's just a normal human weakness that all of us have. When somebody knows and sees that, oh, my husband, if I don't talk to him one day, we die. What do you think will happen? If I need something, if I was your wife and I need you to do something, or I will punish you, I will do that thing so that you will nearly die. Then I will get what I want. That's manipulation. You have to know when, in a marriage, like one day, I'm not saying you should be keeping malice, but this person is not in a good mood. I don't like, or they spoke to me in a way that I don't like. And I'm not going to take it. And I've told them they don't want to listen. You too, you have to show that you have dignity by giving them some space, letting them realize, I understand you. She was my friend before we got married. You are married now. It's different. Hey, this sounds mean. Oh my God. You have codependency issues. See, people say, marry your friend, marry your friend. If you marry your friend, it's not like friendship is different from marriage. You can marry your friend and you will still divorce. You can marry your friend, and because there are principles of marriage. There's a principle called marriage. There's some principles that you need to deploy in your marriage. Lawal Taiwo says absolutely. There's some principles. If not, people say friendship cannot sustain marriage. I used to hear people say it. Oh, he was my friend, she was my friend. Oh, we are friends. That's why it's easy. Oh, I have seen best friends that I know. Best friends. Like people were the ones saying, you better date you, because they were best friends for years, for about 7 years. And they got married, and 5 years after, bam, what happened? So it's not about, I hear people say that a lot. Build friendship. It's good. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's bad. But I'm telling you that friendship is not enough to sustain a marriage. Why? Because I am human. Even if I'm your friend, sometimes I decrease. Let me speak PG for you. Sometimes I'm in my element. Sometimes I'm just annoyed. You annoy me. Sometimes, I have trauma too that I'm bringing. That I have behaviors that I'm exhibiting that is not normal. I'm not doing it consciously. I'm not doing it intentionally to hurt you, but it's a part of me. Shut up. So even if you are my friend 1 billion times, I can still hurt you. And friendship before marriage is different from friendship inside marriage. Trust me. Trust me. So don't think that, oh, we were friends. That's before marriage. Then you have to now start again. Why? Because when you start living together, a lot of things, see finish. I was telling my husband the other day that when we got married early, we used to fight a lot. Well, we have gotten over it now. We've understood ourselves to some extent. But in the beginning then, he would say, hey, I should not report him. That I should not talk about him to anybody. He doesn't like it, blah, blah, blah. If I'm doing something, let us resolve it. I say, hey, you are annoying me. It's you that you have abused me. Or you that you are treating me that I'm upset with you. Is you I will now call you again and report you. Does that make sense? Forget, oh my brother, stop that. Slater says, I'm being in confined space with the spouse all the time can breed see finish. Of course. So stop all this. This is my people say that a lot. Friendship is my, you'll be shocked. Marriage is not for weak people, oh. It's not for boys, it's not for girls. It's not for, well, you need to have, you need to know how to be interdependent and also know how to be independent. That's how your marriage will last for a long time. That's how they will respect you. That I'm not here because I don't have a choice. I'm not here because if I don't marry you, I will die. No. I'm not here because without you, I can't live. No. I am here because I love you and I chose to stay with you. People need to know that. So, but when the way you are talking now, you're already giving the vibes to your wife that I cannot survive. If she doesn't talk to me one day, I want to run mad. Why? What's that? Why? You need to build that. What is the meaning of that? Why will you run mad? If she doesn't talk to you in 2 days, my brother, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Even, I don't think the woman will even like that. Because I don't think I would like if my husband, I don't talk to him one day, go crazy. I don't like that. I won't like that. I'm telling you the truth now. I will not like it if I'm a woman. Because I want him to be able to, be able to sometimes call my bluff once in a while. What happened? Yourself, caution yourself. Women like that. Especially alpha women. We love that. I'm telling you, we love that. So that's why husband or wife, or both of you need to have a life outside of your marriage. You need to have healthy friendships. I'm not saying sexual friendship, or I'm not saying go and be dating somebody else. So I'm not saying go and be cheating emotionally. Or that's not what I'm saying. Male friends, if you're a man. Women, female friends, if you're a woman. You understand? Then apart from that, your work. That's why in the healing school, the last box, I always talk about the boxes in our life. The last module, we talk about the boxes in our lives. So one box is marriage out of about 15 boxes of your life. So if the other boxes, if they are filled, you won't go crazy. If your marriage is maybe you're just experiencing small downtimes, you won't go crazy. But the reason why you are behaving like this is because I don't think you have other boxes filled. It's not good. Because this kind of behavior will make you suffer. It's not good. When we are not in good terms, it affects the kids. How? That's why I try to fight against, but she doesn't care. She just keeps moody. My brother, I'm sorry. I cannot use this whole section to help you. How does it? Maybe I think you should just book a session. That's the best way. Because I'm not hearing you. Maybe there are some perspectives you want to share. And this is a live video. I will not have all the time to be explaining. So maybe if I listen to you separately, maybe I might get what you're saying. You get what I mean? But I'm just saying that it's one of those things in marriages. It is normal in marriages that sometimes somebody will be moody. Sometimes somebody will not want to talk. Sometimes you will fight and you will not want to talk to each other. Sometimes somebody wants to talk and the other person is not ready to answer. It's one of those things. You have to rise above that and wait, because they will surely come back. That's why they're in that marriage. They will come back. Some people, that's their lifestyle. It's not being a narcissist. Somebody says she's a narcissist. That's not true. Stop throwing words around, please. People do that a lot. Oh, she's a narcissist. Oh, I'm an empath. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Sometimes that woman, that's how she was raised. That's what she saw growing up. Sometimes, and this could be a sign of different things in life. It could be, people that have gone through sexual abuse, this thing happens to them as consequences, some form of PTSD. People that have been through so many things, they react like this. It's not as if, oh, she wants to show you Pepe or anything. Anyway, let's just leave that by the way. But if let me talk to the married and unmarried. If you're in a marriage, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you now, you need to be able to live an independent life and interdependent life. It's very key. It's very key. It's very key. If not, you will see Pepe. You wish, whoa. you will be develop high blood pressure like this. Your blood pressure will be going like this, coming like this. Don't do that to yourself. You have to build your esteem to that level where, I can exist. You have to build yourself to where you get to a level, you understand? It's very important. And I don't care where you live. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be insensitive, because the reason why I'm saying this, I know people who live in the UK. I have clients who live in the US. I have clients who live in Canada. Do you get? And we've had discussions about these things. I have people that I know, friends, all of those things, because you're saying it's difficult because we're in the UK. What if, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, what if she opts one day and leaves you? What will happen? You will just faint. God forbid, it will not be your portion. But I'm just saying, this one say half time gone. What if she just gets up one day and say, I'm done? What are you going to do? Nobody prays for that. But what if it happens? What will you do? In the UK, I cannot exist. Don't be that person. Marriage is beautiful. Marriage is fantastic. But you need to be able to be independent. I kid you not. He said, this is not a free session. Good evening, Adela. You understand? Book a session. I'm telling you now, everybody, if you are married, you need to be independent and then interdependent. It's very important. Why? Because you can't change people. You want to change a 40-year-old woman. You want to change a 50-year-old woman. You can't. You can only control yourself. You can't control people. You can only change yourself. You can't change people. So there are some things that it is our cross. If you have married somebody, there are some crosses you bear. That's the truth. Everybody here, believe it or not. If you are married, there are some crosses you will bear. I don't like this thing, but I have to live by it or live with it. Why? Because this person is a good person. They just have one screw removed, which all of us have. It's one of those things. So there are some things that you have to learn how to. It could be a red flag, but that doesn't mean the person is a narcissist. Stop throwing words around. Used to have a partner that bears grudge over little things for a week or more. That's not enough. Stop using words that. Please. You say I should. Let's go back to the topic, please. They are also part of the topic now. They're asking a question. You need to answer people that are asking questions too. You understand? You have to learn to deal with everybody. But so the topic here is, if you have gone through a broken marriage, you can start again. You can start again. You can build again. How? Number one, you have to heal. You have to stop being bitter. You have to stop labeling people. My ex, he was this, she was that. He's a crazy person. He's toxic. He's narcissistic. He's toxic. He's all the names. Stop it. If you do that, you won't move on. And this is why I'm telling you now, if you have a broken marriage or you are dealing with a toxic ex, you guys have kids, and she's using it against you, you understand? You need to, if you want to deal with that toxic ex, you need to stop engaging. If you always say, I want to have the last word, I must have the last word, I will show him Pepe, my brother, my sister, you will not move on. You will stay on one spot and be showing Pepe there. He's not moving on, you are not moving on. Is that what you want? If you want to move on from a broken relationship, especially marriage, you need to let go of bitterness. Yes, he beat you. Yes, he stole your money. Yes, he hurt you. I get it. Yes, I know. But that's your past. Stop looking behind. Start looking forward. And how do you heal? Because I know it's not easy. Especially if you've given years of your life, you've given your money, you've given your time, you've given your body, you've given all your emotions, you've sacrificed your life. I know. But is that the end of your life? No. You can start again. Maybe you are 40 years old now, you're 45, and then you got a broken marriage. Who knows when you're going to die? Maybe you die at 80. Let's say you have 35 more years. Just say you can live 45 years extra. But let's say you have 35 more years. You use 10 years to be bitter. Beware of men. Oh, men are terrible. Oh, men are wicked. Oh, 10 years have gone. When do you want to start again? When? You need to let go of bitterness, let go of pain. Let go of bitterness. Stop it. Stop, letting people feel your heart. People renting space in your head. That's why you should attend the healing school. Come to therapy so that you can heal and let go of the bitterness. You understand? And if you want to start again after a broken marriage, I still told somebody today she didn't want to accept or agree. You have to learn to give some things for peace so that you can move on. Sometimes it's money. Especially people abroad, you call me, oh Lara, oh the house. If I file now, or I filed the court order that I've heard plenty story. Most of my clients, 85% of my clients live abroad. So I have heard a lot of this type of stories. Oh, we went to court, the court ordered us, we split the house. Meanwhile, he didn't have a dime. I was the one, the mortgage the house was in my name. Lara, I suffered, I paid all this rent. And then now the judge is saying we split it and he gets half. I've even dealt with the client that the man was the one that got 60% and she got 40% of the what do you call it now? Of the house. Meanwhile, she brought him from another country. And he now brought his mother to stay with them. But by the time they went to court and they divorced and all of that, the judge said they should sell the house and she was giving 40%. Do you know what that is? Why? Because the man was able to prove that he's a student, he's not working. You know how they can do shady. You understand? So that he's a student. So there's nothing, they cannot tax him or bill him or something like that. And then he's not entitled to pay child support. And they have joint custody. She was sad. Angry. But I kept saying, I know. It's painful. It's hurtful. It's crazy. But we have to move on from this. Good evening, King J. How are you doing? We have to move on from this. If not, this is going to be your story for the next 15 years. You are going to live in bitterness for the next 15 years of your life. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't. You cannot, allow this pain to lead you for the next 15 years of your life. Oh, I'm the one taking care of the children. I don't pay child support. He's still trying to bring me down. I've heard, you don't know how many stories I hear on a daily. Sometimes I do 5-6 sessions in a day. So I hear all of these things. So I know those kind of pain it can hurt you in your chest, in your agbari. I don't know the English for that one. Can really, because it feels like it is injustice. I know. It's painful. But if you truly want to move on, you want to feel better, you want to just, close this chapter, you want to live a life again, you have to forgive. I know I'll be stepping on some people's toes here. You have to forgive the person. And forgive yourself for enabling or choosing that kind of person in the first place. You have to. You have to. It's painful. It's a very painful thing to hear. Somebody told me, forgive, Lara. I'd rather die than forgive the person. Okay. You're going to suffer it. You're going to be the one to be in pain. You're going to be the one to suffer that. And then you're going to be bitter for a long time to come. A very long time. That's why healing is important for you. Go and that's why therapy. Come to me. I will help you. I will help you. You will cry. Yes. You will be angry. Yes. You would want to, you feel like, God, I shoot him. Yeah. It's okay. All those feelings are valid. But when we feel all of that, then we have to let it go. You have to get closure with ourselves. Me and you, I'll help you get closure. You don't need to talk to anybody to get closure. Why? Because there's still 50, 60 years ahead of you. If you only dwell in this, you have lost. Especially men. It's difficult for men to move on from a broken marriage or divorce. I have male clients like that. It's difficult for men because they're just like, how? society, men have not been wired to deal with emotional issues. They are not good at dealing with emotional issues. They fall apart when there are emotional issues. And when I say fall apart, a lot of them they are not outspoken. They don't talk like this, like the way salesman is talking. He's a very outspoken person. I like that. A lot of men are not like that. They keep it in. They form, hey, I'm good. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hey, I'm good. Let's go eat suya. Let's go. But they are dying. They are hurt deeply. They will even be dating different women, but they will never, ever give their heart to any of those women because somebody has taken that heart away. You can't live your life like that. You cannot. How long are you going to be mourning what has gone? How long are you going to stay on this mountain? How long? How long? So, if you need to cry, cry. If you need to mourn, mourn. If you need to grieve, yes, I advise it. I prescribe it. You need to grieve it. Because divorce is death. It's the death of something. Yes. I'm telling you this for a fact. Divorce is not easy. It's not easy peasy. No matter how do you call it now? No matter how amicable it was, it is still the death of something. And when something dies, what do? You grieve it. You mourn it. It's okay. You cry. You feel shitty. It's okay. It's part of the deal. But after a while, what do? Get up again. You get up. People that haven't gone through it usually trivialize it. Oh, of course. That's life. It's not even just divorce. People that have not gone through anything in life, they always trivialize it. Until it happens to you, you now realize that, this thing is not for the weak. Divorce is death. It's like something died. Yes, because the marriage died. So it's death. You're going to feel empty. You're going to feel, somebody told me that Lara, that she couldn't drive for some weeks. She said, I feel naked. It's understandable. It's normal. Somebody that you've lived with for how many years? Somebody that you have built your whole life around. It's normal. But it will not kill you if you don't want it to kill you. And some people, after a broken marriage, they are dead emotionally. That's not healthy for you. A lot of single girls are dating divorced men. They are not treating you well. Why? It's not because they are wicked. They are dead emotionally. That's why. He's a good man, Coach Lara, but he doesn't call me regular. That's why. He's not, emotionally, he's not there anymore. Because why? He had given his heart and everything to the guy, to the woman, or to women. Some people have even had 2 divorces. He has given everything. So is that thing is still dead from there. He has not resurrected. It's like mourning someone that is still alive. Absolutely. It's worse if the person was your confidant, your go-to person. Absolutely. Because why do they sometimes get angry easily? I'm assuming you're talking about divorced people, right? It's normal, my sister. If you've been through what they've been through, you will get angry easily too. I remember after my divorce too, I was very cranky. I was very edgy. I felt shame inside of me. And so I felt that people were mocking me. When somebody look at me somehow, I feel, oh, she's looking at me because, meanwhile, it's not true. It was just in my head. Divorce can mess you up. Ayodele, alone. It can mess your mind up. I'm not joking. I felt shame. I don't know. I was cranky. I was edgy. I was angry. Me, myself, I was a coach. I had to go and seek healing too. I had to go to therapy. Because if not, divorce can change you for bad. And you don't want that to happen. Divorce can kill your trust issues in people. Don't let that happen to you. It's not true. All men are not like your husband or ex-husband. All women are not like your wife or ex-wife. Trust me. It's in your head. It's not true. It's not true. So, try to say, I want to move on. And if you want to move on from a divorce, you don't continue to fight with the person. You don't. I tell people, you don't continue to have, how will I say now, marital issues with somebody you are not married to. So I remember my ex-husband, in the beginning, it was difficult. He would call me, he was angry, we would always argue on the phone. One day I just told myself, I can't do this. We're no longer married. It's married people that have squabbles. It's married people that fight. In marriage, it's normal. It's lover stiff. You quarrel, you argue, you do all those things. So we're no longer together. So I shouldn't be taking anything you say to, I'll be picking offense. So I remember one of those days. He was shouting, he was upset on the phone, and I told him that, said, I don't, can we have this conversation when you are a lot calmer? What do you mean? I'm calm. I'm telling you something, you are telling me, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I can't do this. And I got the phone. He called me back 55 times. I didn't pick. I put my phones on silent. I switched off the phone. That I don't mind. Why? Because I cannot be having marital issues with somebody I'm no longer married to. So, and that regulated our conversations. He didn't call back until maybe 4 or 5 days after. And he was like, I didn't like what you did that day, but it's okay. I get your point. I am calmer now, so can we have the conversation? Bam. Till today, that's how we do. I'll be shouting, you are shouting in my ear, I'm shouting for what? What happened? And usually, what causes fight? Money. Hey, I'm not going to pay this. Don't worry, I'll pay it. It's okay, it's fine. Why? Because I need my life. I need my peace. How am I going to move on in my life if I keep fighting with one ex? I'm holding on to them. No, he's not letting me go. I'm not letting him go. What is that? My ex-husband is remarried now. I'm remarried. He even remarried before me. We're both remarried. We have peaceful co-parenting and peaceful coexistence. Why? Because we're not, which money is this? Don't worry. You don't want to pay it, it's fine. I'll pay it. Or you don't want to do this, it's okay, don't worry, I'll get somebody else to do it. If you are saying, no, he has to be the one, he must do it, she must do it, my brother, my sister, you will stay there for a long time, in pain, in bitterness, in fight. Why? Because you are angry. You want to take your pound of flesh because he cheated on you during the marriage, because he beat you, because he chased you out, because he abandoned you. You want to be taking your pound of flesh now. You are hurting yourself more. Because no peace for the wicked, and you have become the wicked. No peace for you, no peace for him. No peace for her, no peace for you. Both of you, no peace. Why? And you want to move on from divorce, you want to heal. You are not ready. If you are ready, you will overlook a lot of things. If you want to move on, you will give up some things. Like, just for peace. Just to be able to have peace in your life. Okay, you don't want to be paying this one, don't worry, I'll pay this one. You don't want to be doing this, okay, don't worry, I'll do it. Why? It's not because you are allowing him to get away with it. No, it's because you want to move on. You cannot move on if you are fighting. You can't. You can't have peace. You can't have joy. You continue to wallow in fights, in pain. Every day, you'll be telling, you don't know that after a while, no matter, and we women, we do that a lot. You always, even men too, some men do that. Every time you always complain to your friend about your ex-wife, about your wife, sometimes they will get tired of you. You don't even know anything. Every time. Can you imagine what she did? Can you imagine what he did? Every time,
need to know something,
They will
guys.
get tired. They will get tired of you. You don't want that for your life. You know, you will be in perpetual pain. Learn to give up some things so that you can have peace. So that you can move on. You want to move on, Abi? In your experience, when a woman in her early 20s with no kids get divorced, do they move on faster than older women with kids? No, it's not about kids or no kids. So it's about the impacts of the divorce. So it's not about whether you have kids or not. It's about the impact. Some people don't just move on. Some people just take pain, you know, more. You know, things hit people, some people more than other people. That's how. Some people don't move on from divorce, even though they don't have kids. They don't move on easily. I know someone who said a man, I don't know, something happened in the marriage. The man tricked her into the marriage. She was married for 12 years. And I don't know whether it was the man that left or she was the one that left. They didn't have kids. Khalifa says, oh my God, I miss you. I miss you too. Happy Single Mom podcast. You know, for 12 years after the marriage, she said she was single, she was angry, she was just alone. She didn't have kids. They didn't have kids together. She was not old. But she was just too pained. So it's not a matter of having kids or not. That's what will make you move on faster. No, it's a matter of, you know, because some people will say, like someone told me, Lara, I didn't want to marry. I said I wasn't going to get married, but I met this person and then he sold marriage to me in a beautiful way. And I liked it. So if this man leaves me now, that's the end. I'm not going to do it again. So it's not a matter of whether they have kids or not. It's how things hurt people more. So if you want to move on after a broken marriage, stop looking back. Stop fighting every day. No, I have to show him Pepe. I have to get back at him. Or you just heard that he's dating somebody new. You go and fight there. That means you still love him now. Why did you leave him? Or you heard that he's dating somebody new. Because of that, you start carrying face. It shows that you still want to be with him. Maybe you should swallow your pride and make up with him. You want to punish him, or why? Because the things he's doing for the girl, new girl now, he doesn't do for you. That one is normal. People improve as relationship goes by. They improve because all the things that you have been telling him, do this, he said no, and then you left him. He's not going to. He will make sure he doesn't want to repeat that. So he's going to do better than to, you know. He's going to do better to the person than to you, and that's okay. It's okay. Or stalk his social media and that of his new love interest. It's okay. And then some people, another thing that used to pain women is that when they were with him, he didn't have money. She was the one that paid most of the bills. She was the one that did all of the things, you know. And now they are divorced. He's now dating somebody else. He now has money and he will be paying you. Why? That's witchcraft. Why? I know how I gave to him. I know. But that time has passed. It have passed, my sister. More come, you know, and move forward. I know it may sound, I know some people that are listening to this now will be thinking, easy for you, as if it's that easy. It's not easy. I know. It's not beans. I know. But it can be done. It has to be done. If you truly, truly want to move, let go of bitterness and go and heal. How do you heal? Therapy new. Or go to YouTube every day. How do you heal? Type it there. Every day. How do you eat? You know, what are your thoughts on the equatorial Guinea users now? Should she forgive after? You know, I think, Khalifa, you like to talk about sensational issues. I don't like that. You understand? I don't like that. Should she forgive? Whatever she wants to do is her business. I don't know them. I don't know how they contracted their marriage. It's, you know, people stay in marriage for different reasons. Do you understand? You know, I don't like to comment on things that I don't know the depth of the issues, because especially when you know what I say, sensational. I say sensation. Somebody will just bring a part of it and then make news, and then people will start judging based on 1/10 of what they know. You can't judge right. You understand? You can't be able to get it properly. If she wants to stay with him, kudos to her. You understand? People stay in marriages for different reasons, and the reasons are valid to them. You get? I guess that's why I'm not a good podcast material. Because the way I see things is very different from the way a lot of people see things. You get? How does one person stay in 400 people? It's deeper than the news that you people are saying. It's I'm a therapist. I see things differently. It's a dysfunction. It's true. The wife will be aware of his lifestyle. Of course, there is not possible that the wife doesn't know. She may not know that he's recording them. She may not know that there are 400, but she knows. How does a man be with 400 women and the wife not suspect? It's not true. She knows. And this is Africa. It's not Oyinbo land. Africa, she will forgive him. If they jail him, she will still come back after. She will be there. She will go and be giving him conjugal visiting. You don't even know anything about. A lot of things that we hear about, they are deeper. Like, I like to check the mindset of the person. That's what excites me. That's what concerns me. I don't like talking about the gist, like, what should they do? I'm not that kind of person. That's for people that like news. And me, I'm not concerned about what's going on with the person's mind. You understand? Who damaged this person? Do you understand? What sort of damage is this? Do you get what I mean? Like, what insecurity or inadequacy could make someone do? Do you understand? And then the women that are doing that thing, you understand? What is the level of damage that they have been through or experienced? So they don't need to come here to come and be judging podcast, because I'm a bad guest. Because you will not get the ratings. Because I'm not going to tell you all the sweet gist that you want to hear. I'm going to talk about deeper stuff. You get? So, anyways, talking about marriage and relationship or divorce, you can start again. And like I told somebody today, there's nothing you cannot come back from. If you decide that I'm tired of this pattern, I'm tired of this dysfunction, I'm tired of the same thing over and over again. Because you know what we do best? We give excuses a lot. Especially Nigerian women. He's narcissistic. That's the new word. He's a narcissist. He's a toxicologist. He's a gwegwegwegwe. He's a this one. He's a that one. I'm not saying these things don't exist, but we throw it around more than how we should, use it. They exist. Narcissists exist. But how did you diagnose that person? Because what if you are the narcissist? What if you are more narcissistic than that other person? But you are quick to judge the other person. What do you think about temporary separation? Can it help reset the marriage? I don't know. Dorothy, thank you. She says she's just getting here. Welcome, Dorothy. So temporary separation, I cannot give one advice, do you understand, to everybody. Why? Because some people, separation will help them realize what they've lost, do you understand, or what they are missing, or it will make them miss each other more. But some other people, separation will go no coming back. Because the guy, maybe the woman have realized that so I can have a peaceful life like this, nobody is talking in my ear. I beg, I'm not going back. You understand? Or the guy is like, so my life can be this way. Well, I'm done. I'm not going back. You understand? So separation could go either ways. You get? Depending on the couple, depending on the foundation of that marriage. A lot of married people, if they separate now, trust me, they're not coming back. Why? Because trust me, in a lot of marriages, one person is tired. They may not be able to voice it out. They may not be able to express it. They may not want to say it. But one person, a lot of marriages are like that. One person is already tired. Like, I wish I can. If to say, if to say, but they won't want to say it because they don't want the other person to feel bad. So if you go and give that kind of person separation, ire, peace out. The person will just tell you, see you never. You get. So which is one of the reasons why I still like the African culture. You get. Some people say, oh, some people are of this notion now that, oh, marriage is just paper. Marriage is, it's not paper. My sister and my brother, is beyond paper. Because marriage keeps you, it restrains you in a good way. I'm telling you. Because you know that I cannot just walk away. If you are just living with somebody, you can just walk away. You can just say, this is no longer working for me. I'm done. Yes, I know we had, a good time. I know I'm going to miss you. I know you can walk away. But when you have paper, and then see the African culture, you cannot just say, I want to leave somebody. At least 10 people will call you. Come and do meeting. Why? Baba, somebody will call you. Uncle, auntie, somebody will call you. When you think about all of these things, you just tell yourself, let me manage it. Let me work on it. Because you know what is with, that, by the time your mother here, your father here, your brother, everybody, your brain will just, everybody will call you. You will not have peace. People will be advising you up and, divorce is not funny. I'm telling you. So I still like the African culture for that. Because people abroad, all these other people, Western culture, don't care about, you understand? Because everybody does what they want, So if you say, oh, I'm done, Mom, I'm done, I don't want to be married to Debbie anymore. Mom will say, oh my goodness, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, how is Debbie taking it? Hope you guys are, that's what Mom will say. But in Africa, you don't do what? Hey, you want my enemies to mock me? My village people have finally caught up with me. You, this boy. No, you are not doing what? You cannot tell me that. I have heard that a lot of times. I know a man that says that anytime he says he's leaving his wife, his mom has blood pressure issues. Her blood pressure will shoot up. She'll be hospitalized. Then his sisters, brothers, they will call him, you want to kill mommy, Abi? Are you the only one that married? Are you the only one? The guy will go back. Bam. When I heard, I'm like, this is crazy. What's that? You get. So, ladies and gentlemen, marriage is not a bed of roses, but it's also good. It's worth it. I'm telling you, it is worth it. If you're married to a good person, no matter the stress you go through, it is worth fighting for. Because if you're married to a terrible person, my sister, my brother, it's not worth it. You understand? And then if you have left your marriage, or the marriage has left you, you can start again. My recommendation, I know a lot of people say, I don't want to get married again, I'm done. A lot of times you don't mean it. You are saying that because of your pain. I understand it. Some people change their mindset years after. You understand? Some people change it. Some people will say, oh, I don't want to marry again, I don't want to date again. But maybe when they are in their 50s, they are older, then they start feeling lonely, then they want to give it a shot again. You understand? So but my own recommendation is that if you go through a broken marriage, heal from that pain, find out the reason, what was your own part in that marriage. You have to know that part. It's not possible that she was the only crazy person. It's not true. It takes two people to break up. It takes two people to run a marriage down. So don't stop giving that excuses. No. She was the one, he was the one. It's not true. You had a part. You too, you have your own part in it. Yeah, do you understand? Find out what that part is. Then number 3, there's a reason why you chose somebody like that. Sometimes it's your low self-esteem that makes you choose people like that. Sometimes it's your family pattern, your background, your trauma that makes you choose people that would hurt you because they are feeding your trauma. Sometimes your husband is as a result of your dysfunctional father, a dysfunctional relationship with your father. So the kind of man you choose or the kind of woman you choose is going to, because you are choosing the familiar. You understand? If your mom was controlling, if you're a man, it is 90% certain that you would choose a woman like your mom. She would oppress you the way your mom was. She would bully you the way your mom was bullying you, and vice versa too. So these are the things you need to learn when you go through a broken marriage. Why? Because a divorcee is most likely going to repeat the divorce if you don't heal from it. If you don't check the reason. It's easier to have a second divorce. In fact, it's easiest to have a third divorce. Do you understand? So if you divorce the first time, you have a broken marriage, go on a rediscovery journey. Why did I choose this person? Where did I go wrong? What did I do? Do you get what I mean? You understand? So those are the things that we're going to be teaching at the Life After Divorce program on December 14th. It's from 10 a.m. Nigerian time to 5 p.m. Nigerian time. So please, if you know that you want to start 2025 on a clean slate, you want to move on, you want to be happier, you want to heal, you want to let go of bitterness, you want to date again, you want to probably remarry someday, then sign up for the Life After Divorce program. All right, you can send a DM to sign up. Early bird discount will end very soon, so make sure you take advantage of this early bird discount. Then, ladies and gentlemen, you all knew that we launched our foundation NGO last week Saturday at the Wombs Conference. It's called Larakuda Isi Healing Initiative. It's an NGO that I founded, with some people. I have my board of trustees, and our goal is to help women who have been through pain, you understand, trauma, divorce, abuse, rape, and the likes of it. We want to help them move from a place of brokenness, helplessness, to a place of power. You get? So what that means is that we're going to be empowering them, free therapy, rehabilitation resources, you understand. Some people will even provide legal services for, if they need it. And some people we're going to give them money to be able to be rehabilitated, maybe get them a new house, maybe, do you understand, so that they can be on their feet. Do you get what I mean? So please, if you want to support us, partner with us, send a DM. We have in fact, if you go to the website, okay, don't worry, I'll put it on the link in bio this night. You can be our partner, you understand, contribute a certain amount monthly, quarterly, or maybe just once. You just want to help women. Currently, we have 6 women on the program for now that we are currently helping. And as of today, I got the news that we have 14 new entries. So we're talking in the office today. We don't even know, it's like all these 14 people. I was telling them, have you guys gone to? They said yes. So Coach Lara, all these 14 people really, really need help. So where do we get the resources, you understand, to help to take care of this women? But it's a burden in my heart, you get, because I realized that not everybody that needs therapy can afford therapy. Not everybody that needs rehabilitation can afford it. Do you understand what I mean? So please, if you want to be our partner, send a DM, ask for our account details, or go to the website. There's a what do you call it now? There's a place on our website, there's a column. If you go to the website www.larakudaisinternational.com, there's a place where you can fill a form and be our partner, donate to us, maybe monthly, weekly, as you want, or maybe just you just want to be doing it whenever you have money. It's okay, you can pick that option, or just send the DM and ask for the account details. All right, thank you so much. A lot of people are already doing that from last week Saturday that we've announced it. Some people have sent money. I like it. Some people sent 1,000 naira, some people sent 3,500 naira, some people sent, it's okay, I was excited, some people sent 5,000, because that's, they just want to touch somebody's life. They want to help as many people as possible. So please be a partner with us. Help us so that we can help one woman at a time. We can help, because there's a lot of misery, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of trauma. Somebody was asking, why is it that they are always angry? This is why. If somebody have been in pain all their life, what do you think they would know? It's anger, bitterness, aggression. And we want to reduce that. So please help us to help these women. The name of the NGO is Larakuda AC Healing Foundation, and we have a page for it too. So you can also follow the page, Larakuda AC Healing Foundation, Healing Initiative. You get, so you can also follow that page. And then if you are a woman and you know that you need this help, send that. It's not here, it's Larakuda AC Healing Initiative. Send them a DM. There's somebody else that is handling that. Send them a DM. You would have to fill a form. I'm telling you, because we cannot help everybody. Your situation has to be critical. It has to be dicey before we can take it up. You get what I mean? So thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. See you again on Monday, 9 p.m. Join me here on Instagram, Mondays and Fridays, 9 p.m. YouTube, Wednesday. I'm going to change the time to 9 p.m. too, on Wednesdays. So thank you, everybody. See you. Have a great weekend. All right? Make sure you rest this weekend and have fun. Bye, guys.